What's up, everybody? This is probably my best and last video. Thank you for subscribing to me if you have. If you're watching this, stay tuned. You won't want to regret this. It'll be the best 10 minutes of your life. And for those of you that don't like what I have to say or hear, it's no problem. You can disagree with me. Just be tasteful and communicate with me the way you would talk to your mother. Just be nice and I'll be nice back. You can disagree. You can voice your opinion. No problem. It's probably my last video because I started just trying to share a little piece of me, having a little fun with it, and I have over 30,000 views, and I don't know why, I don't know how, and I guess people kind of like my books and like what I have to say sometimes, or don't say, as was my problem in the beginning. So if this comes in a zoom, what you have here is an Amazing Spider-Man #1, and hopefully this thing comes in a zoom any time now. It's a low-grade book, and it's complete. Cover's attached, and that'll look. Whoa, another one? Yep, another one. This is high grade. What this focus of this video will be for me will be to give you a 101 on unrestored versus restored books. What you see in front of you is an Amazing Spider-Man #1, original, complete, authentic copy, original staples, tight, lace, flat, very vibrant colors, but it's restored, okay? And this one had professional restoration. So to backtrack and tell everyone a little bit about what that is, it means this book came out in 1963 in March, okay? And if it was untouched by a human hand, in this present condition, could easily be a several $100,000 copybook. But it has had restoration. There's different degrees of restoration, okay? It can be amateur or professional, and that means exactly what it sounds like. Either a regular person putting a gob of glue or whiteout or touching Spider-Man's head with a red marker, that means amateur, or professional, where there's like a tear seal like there is in this book. So there's a tear right there, and then a professional seals it, okay, so he keeps it intact. And by doing that, it automatically alters the book, and it makes it professionally restored. And I think CGC specifically even has like a parent or some one more connotation. Someone will remind us on here where there's different degrees of it, okay? And a metaphor, if to help you understand, would be like an ultra rare car on a Barrett Jarrett, like an auction car that's worth several $100,000, but might have had not numbers matching, or might have had a replacement engine or a replacement fender put into it, or some paint work done to it. So it's been altered, but it's still the original car, and it's still worth a bunch of money, and it's still sought after. So that's the best way to put it, really. Restoration was, from what my understanding, was more accepted before. Then it went through a wave where it wasn't accepted at all, and then it was deemed as the kiss of death and stuff like that. And now it's actually on the rise again. And my experience tells me it's on the rise because there's so many more people collecting comics now than there's ever been, due to really the movie industry. And a lot of dealers will tell you, oh, the movies don't affect the comic book prices, etc., etc. Well, that's really, really false. So comics are kind of like the stock market. And when you have speculation, or, oh, this book's going to be worth money. So for instance, Avengers 57 with like the Vision, out of nowhere that book has skyrocketed in price. Or Iron Man 55, the first appearance of Thanos. So that book has skyrocketed in price. Why? Well, Thanos appeared for 8 seconds in the Avengers movie. Boom, the book shot up in price. Vin Diesel's supposed to be the Vision. Boom. The book skyrocketed in price. And now, like I showed you in my last video, the Falcon's going to be in the Captain America movie. Boom, it shot up in price. So we exactly see that movies are affecting the price of books and the degree of demand of them. And I feel because there's more people in it now, people, regular people that can't afford an Amazing Spider-Man #1 copy that's 500,000 would gladly take a book that's been restored. Now, you may disagree, and that's fine, okay? But I don't want people to feel that they could never get an Amazing Spider-Man #1. If you want to, you can get that book, okay? You might have to make some compromises, so this might be one of your compromises. This is another high-grade Spider-Man #1. I think this one's been trimmed at the top because it's very short. Pardon me, I'm suffering from a cold, so my voice sounds a little different and I have the sniffles and stuff. But more importantly, this is a unrestored Avengers #4. Ultra high grade. Probably a 9.0. And I will answer the question that's running through your mind in a moment. It's a high-grade Journey into the Mystery 83, the first Thor. This is a showcase #4. The first Flash, and also the first Silver Age book, if you will. The book known to have ushered in the Silver Age of comics. And last but certainly not least, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is a high-grade Amazing Fantasy #15. So you're going to ask me, why don't you get this book graded? Why don't you get all these other books graded? And I'm going to answer you like this. Did I give you my answer yet? The answer is, watch this. Because you can't do that with a graded book. It's the best way I can put it. I've read this book, and now you can watch someone flip their hands through one as I give you some more feedback. Look at these amazing ads in there. That's what I like to see. I like to touch my Amazing Fantasy #15, excuse me. That's over 50 years old. I like to... Oh my God, that's amazing. Yes, I really did just smell my book. So the point I'm making is that I like to touch my books. I like to smell my books. I like to feel my books, okay? I don't think nothing's wrong with me if I do. So if you like to CGC or grade your books, that's fine, okay? No problem. You might be more comfortable. You might feel more apt to do so. I think it's okay if you're doing it for business purposes, if it's like a long-term investment. Okay, slab your books, grade your books, put them to a side. Everyone knows exactly what they are. There's no guessing games. Everything's cool. But here's what I'm trying to communicate to you guys. An experienced collector or dealer also knows what they're looking at, maybe even more so than CGC. A lot of the dealers are actual, overstreet advisors, or they're in the industry. They know what's going on. They talk to people in the industry, and the point is they're trained as well, okay? They're trained as well, if not better, than the guys that are grading the books at CGC. So you trust your dealers, okay? Don't bash your dealers. You need your dealers because they seek out and find the good books that everyone wants. And that's pretty cool. Look at that. That is so sweet. Notice how this book has other things about it, because it wasn't just about Spider-Man. Anyway, so that's pretty much my answer. I can go into more detail and stuff for you, but that's my Amazing Fantasy 15 that I can touch, smell, look